we have a new element to our recording. The boiler. The boiler room. We're really in the boiler room. Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not an exaggeration. It's really the boiler. It's right there. It's kind of noisy, so I hope you can't hear it. Holy cow. Can you tell? Can you tell that my lats are swole right now? Edward Jose, welcome, my friend. Larry Moore, welcome, my friend. Larry, can you tell my lats are swole right now? I mean, swole. Swole. What's up, Pritch? Just did a buttload of pull-ups and push-ups. And I can barely... I can't do it. I can't lift up. I can't lift up my arm. I can't lift my arm. Thanks, Pritch. Thanks, Pritch. Holy moly. Holy macaroni. I tell you what. Nice, Pritch. Good stuff, dude. With, you know, with the old Dreadster telling me to man up a couple weeks ago, I've been manning up. And it ain't easy. Thank you, Pritch. I enjoyed doing that. That was like a good catch up, a good, this is where we're at. It's getting a lot of listens, so that's cool too. Fairlam, welcome, my friend. Fairlam. So Scott has joined us right now. Scott is one of the many, and I say this truthfully, not like maybe fake humility, not that way. Scott's one of the many people who used to kick my butt on a regular basis at AMA. Scott, so the book that we're talking about deals a lot with ego and humility, and I talk often. When the book they say, you know, combat leaders have to be humble or get humbled, and I talk often of getting humbled in the practice room, and it was not fun. It was not fun at all. Hello, Holly Merriam. I got some new names this morning. Dennis Maney. Dennis, tomorrow I think we're going to record at 7:30. Okay? So, Dennis, I'll see you at 7:30 tomorrow. Everyone else, I'll see you at 6:30. I don't know about that, Fairlam. I didn't kick your butt. Maybe Dan Miller chopped your legs a little bit, but sure as heck it wasn't me. All right. This is good, folks. You want to know why this is good? Because I am lesson planned throughout the rest of the week, which means I am able to start reading additional books. I started one called Unplugged, which is really cool. I told you about it yesterday, but I love the book. It's super pertinent, informational, easy read, fun read, pertinent, human performance, really, really cool, and involves technology. So I'm reading that, and then I'm going to start... good old Mr. Rogers biography. Super excited about that. And then I bought The Boys in the Boat. Oh my gosh. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other additional books right beside me. I can't even keep up with it anymore. I could. Hold on. I have to call Facebook. I have to see how I can ban someone. Hi, Facebook. Hi, Mark. Yeah, it's me, Spaniard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. You can see my phone. I'm not right here. Hold on. Hi, Mark. Yeah, it's me, Spaniard. Dennis Maney, could you take him off my Facebook page, please? Yep. All right, thanks, man. See ya. Sorry, guys, I had to make a call. Morning, Jason. All right. Let's get this rocking. So I'm going to tell you all a funny story, you know, since there's only a handful of us here today. My wife texts me, so I went and lifted this morning. She texted me pretty early. Said, did Josie go out? And I said, no, Josie's our dog. I said, no, she was sleeping. She said, I smell poop. She said, I woke up smelling poop. I was in the middle of pull-ups, so I didn't really respond. And they said, oh, wait, never mind, it's coffee. So I guess the coffee I brew smells like poop. It's the new poop coffee. Whatever. I almost said it was pretty good, and I thought, that wouldn't sound too good. All right, let's get cranking. We're on Dichotomy of Leadership. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm recording every morning, roughly 6:30, maybe 6:35, 6:40 I'll sign in, but a few minutes of banter, and then we're going to rock and roll. We're going to rock and roll with the show. And a reminder to subscribe to the Spaniard Show on iTunes or whatever podcast app you use. Search out Spaniard Show, and you will get you're not going to get the banter. I mean, the banter is just for everyone who shows up live. But what you will get is the show. I hear you, Pritch. I hear you, my friend. So let's get rocking and rolling with today's AMX. Hold on. Hold on. All right, this is a good one. They're all good ones. Dreadster, I liked your texts this morning. I'll get back to you ASAP. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, my friends, and welcome to AMX One's 592. This is the Spaniard Show. This is the Spaniard. You know what we're brewing here? We're brewing the world's toughest lifelong learners, my friends. So I hope you take what you get from here. I hope you go to charliespaniard.com/reading list. I hope you start reading books, and I hope you start asking questions, because that's where it's at, my friend. Learning is where it's at. Today we're studying Chapter 8 of Jocko and Leif's book, The Dichotomy of Leadership. And today's dichotomy is this. You need to hold people accountable, but don't hold their hands, right? You have to hold them accountable, but don't hold their hands. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Preparation, preparation, preparation. I love this book because it gives a lot of insight into battle, right? A lot of behind the scenes into actual combat battle, right? These are veterans who have come home, who have been in the fight, in the actual fight. And they give a lot of mindset. They give a lot of the actual day-to-day, the logistics, the preparation. And the thing that is shining through the most is probably that of preparation. Preparation, preparation, preparation. Jocko says this in today's chapter, quote, and just relate this to how you live your life, right? Forget about a fight, forget about a game, forget about a presentation. Just think how you live your life. Quote, it was never our intent to have a fair fight. It was our job to maximize our advantages over the enemy, and we did everything in our power to make this happen. They had a competitive edge. They played within the rules of combat, something they stated very outrightly our enemies are not doing, but we are doing. So they played within those rules of combat. And if you go back to yesterday's lesson, discipline, not rigid, they're playing within those rules of combat, discipline, but they're able to ebb and flow and adapt. They're not rigid. They have this competitive edge. They did listen to this, they did everything possible to increase, maximize our advantages over the enemy. Take out the word enemy. Just put the day. Are you doing everything to maximize your advantage over the day? Are you? From the time you get up to the food you consume, to the books you read, to the people you associate with, are you doing everything to maximize your advantage over the day and doing everything in your power to make it happen? My guess is you're not. I know I certainly am not. I'm trying. I'm doing a pretty good job, but I certainly am not doing an absolute job. That's the mindset, this competitive edge, this thought. Remember, these guys are dealing with life and death. When you're dealing with life and death, or in a fist fight, if you're dealing with getting your butt kicked, it's a lot easier to do the things to maximize your advantages over the enemy. But when you're just living your daily life, it's easy to just kind of get caught in that routine because no one's trying to kick your face in, right? So it's up to you to make that happen. That is a mindset, my friends. It is a way of living. Now, the dichotomy today is hold people accountable, but don't hold their hands. So where does this come into line? So with the confidence of execution, meaning you do something, you execute, you feel a little good. Your chest puffs up a little bit, your chin's high, your shoulders are back, you're walking, you're strutting. A couple more of those small victories, and all of a sudden you start thinking, I'm pretty good at this. I'm really good at this. So with the confidence of execution, Jocko's guys, they started to get a little bit complacent, a little bit arrogant. The troops let up on some details. I put in today's show description, the little things you do or did to get you to the top are the same things you need to keep doing to stay at the top. And it's these little things with which there is no room for complacency. There is no room for forgetting those little things. Jocko tells a story where his troops let up on some very important details, and he says, quote, there had to be a better way. Now this is going back to the dichotomy of hold people accountable but don't hold their hands. He says, quote, there had to be a better way than imposed accountability to make sure everyone was carrying all the gear they should be. The solution was the same answer to every problem in every team. Do you think it was yell at them? Do you think it was point the fingers at them? No. Leadership. I had to lead. If you think back to The Servant, when I read The Servant, a lot of times in this book, The Dichotomy of Leadership, Extreme Ownership, if we go back to leadership capital, that a leader only has so much power, your leadership capability is your ability to influence. So Jocko's saying the solution to this problem, the solution to my guys letting up on the details, was leadership. I had to leave. I had to lead. And remember, what's the most important reason? What's the most important reason a leader can give? If you're on Facebook Live, I want to see it. What's the most important reason a leader can give? It's the reason why. They had to know their role and its connection to their teammates and that of the mission. If you have subordinates, if you have people underneath you, it's easy to say because I said so. And we learned, or we will learn, that that's the worst type of leadership there is, to outrank somebody, to outpower them simply because you outrank them. The explanation of why. What's their role? Why should they care? What's the connection to their teammates? Remember, when you can connect something that you're doing to other people, it's no longer about you, it's about them. If I make believe in my head that 1 million people are waiting for AMX to be posted every single day, it's a lot easier for me to get out of bed than to imagine that nobody's waiting, nobody cares. Because it's not about me being tired, it's not about me not wanting to do it, it's about the people that I would let down. So even if it's not even real, doesn't matter. If you believe it's real and it causes you to do the right thing, go for it. Believe it. Empower. It's what Scott Adams, creator of Dilbert, great author, did, and that's what I'm doing as well. Creating empowerment is initiative and self-policing. When you create empowerment, you're creating initiative in your subordinates and self-policing. They're going to start policing themselves. Another reason is this, and I and Jocko Dread, whatever. Me and Jocko, me and Dread are in this position right now. As we're growing, the responsibilities, the details are adding up, they're mounting up, and there's simply not enough time to do everything. So as we grow, as Dread and I grow, as we take on more responsibility, and as more people get brought into this circle, we're going to have to start delegating. We're going to have to start we're going to have to start delegating. We're going to have to start dishing responsibilities to other people because there will simply not be enough time for us to do everything. There simply won't be enough time. As a leader, there's not enough time to hand check every single person in your organization doing every single thing. You've got to explain to them so they understand why. Jocko goes on to say, quote, the balance between the troops understanding the why mixed with intrusive accountability provides the best possible outcome for a team. So you're explaining to them why. You're giving them a purpose. You're giving them a reason. You're giving them direction. You're giving them why it should matter to them. They do a great job in this book of painting the picture, of providing concrete details. I think one of the reasons Jocko is such a great leader is because he provides concrete details. It is truly about the best way, not his way. Check the ego at the door. It's about the best way. If he has an idea or a solution or a situation, a predicament, he's explaining X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, and D, reasons why he believes it should be a certain way. There's a great saying, Dredd just said to me the other day that I've heard before, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. That's it. I think that encapsulates this idea of hold people accountable but don't hold their hands. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Teach your men and women to fish, my friends. This has been AMX 592. This is the Spaniard. Show some support. Visit charliespaniard.com. Let's converse at Charlie Spaniard on social media and read a book. charliespaniard.com/reading list. See ya. Hello, Scott Brenneman. Hello, Nikki Brenneman. Or Nikki Beauchamp. Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Have a nice little presentation over in Penn State Harrisburg today. Pretty excited about that one. Should be pretty fun. Tomorrow I get to meet up with my friend Dredd. Pretty cool. You too. You too, Pritch. You too, my friend. Another thing that's really cool in this book, Pritch, is you realize how the words these guys use, like get some, a big mix it up, get after it. It's crazy, man. Reading the stuff in this book, their predisposition to thriving in that environment, it's pretty incredible. It is pretty incredible, man. Oh boy. All right, ladies and germs. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Newbies, thanks for tuning in. Chad Anthony, welcome, my friend Chad. I started reading Unplugged yesterday, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I reached out to Brian McKenzie. So maybe when I finish the book, I'll see if he'll be on the show. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, folks. See you. Have a great Tuesday. Pritch. Thanks, Pritch. Thanks, Pritch. Yeah, if you're new, consider leaving a review on iTunes. That'd be really cool. Or if you read my book on Amazon, that'd be cool too. See you.